What's up, my Cypher gang, man? If you are new to the channel, man, this is the perfect video for you. Today, I don't think I never did a video like this before, but this is a video dedicated to myself of who I am, because I really properly haven't said who I really am and my goals and ambition in life. So today's video is for the newcomers and for my Cypher gang that's been loyal and subscribed to me. So we're gonna get into this video. This is gonna be a long video. So my initiative, I've done YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for like 4, 5, 6 plus years. It's just, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my channel. And as I was growing up, when I was in middle school and I was in high school, I really didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. Freshman year, I was like, dang, I gotta go to college. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And then, you know, one thing I was talking to my mom about that, she was like, you don't have to go to college. I'm like, college isn't for everybody. I took that initiative to just have that ingrained in my brain for the times of I was, you know, the countdown to me graduating. So I was like, what did I want to do? So as I was in that process of high school, I still was, you know, uploading. I wasn't uploading it as consistency and like putting as much effort as what I was doing now, because, you know, it's not an easy job. It's not easy to it's not easy to expose yourself to put videos out like this. Just so happened for me, I built up to a point that, you know, I've got this shield, this protective shield, that whatever I put out, I don't care, because the end of the day, people are so, you know, fed up and distracted by so many people's opinion. It gets to their mentality and it breaks their character. I've been talked about, I've been, you know, manipulated, I've been all that. I just don't care, because the reason why I'm like this and how it all started is when I was working at McDonald's, and the reason why I'm not in no longer McDonald's anymore. Till that point, when I was working there, I would feel some type of way that I would get curved or get talked about or consider a lame, or whenever somebody mentioned me, oh, do you know Isaiah? Nah, I don't know him. Like, that would used to affect me, but it took me a while to get to this point that I'm in my dominance, you know? As a kid growing up, it used to affect me because I used to, you know, somewhat semi get bullied, get talked about, get called gay and all that. And, you know, I was always wondering, I'm like, why? Because I'm like, I get called a pretty boy. Just because I don't get in drama doesn't mean I'm gay. Like, I just ain't got time for it. So like, my voice used to be so light to the point that it used to sound feminine. So I will understand why, but like, everybody goes through puberty in a certain point that it just didn't hit me yet. So I used to cry when I used to get home. I used to, you know, keep my problems to myself because I didn't really understand it. So, you know, the voice and all that type stuff, it just didn't sound right. Like, I'm about to play a video of my voice back in the day, how I used to sound.
I got a live stream on PS4 because I'm through with Xbox 360, because last night I tried to get on, it kept kicking me off, and I'm like, what's going on? It's just my brother like, what's the score? It's hacking. I'm pretty sure they're not hacking. Probably they are, because the Xbox 360 is old, and
those were the days where I was in that template of being bullied somewhat, because like how I was born, I walk on my tippy toes, and that used to be a major factor too. Be like, oh yeah, you walk on your tippy toes, you gay, and you get your, you know, that would just be, you know, that would bug me. So back, like, I still have anger issues, but I control it more. So back in the day, I didn't care. So I used to be in trouble and getting in fights all the time just because of that used to bother me. But, you know, I was still growing up and I still didn't understand it. My mentality wasn't there the way I am today. So the foundation of who I am, of my character, is the most powerful domain thing that I have to this day. Back then, like I said, I used to get talked about. Used to get, you know, I used to always worry, why am I always getting picked on? Why is it always me? It's because I'm a pretty boy and I don't get in drama. That's just your opinion. So the thing is, what happened, first off, the McDonald's situation. This is where everything changed of who I am today. What happened, when I was working at McDonald's, I wasn't making that much money. I was making about $200 to $300, $350 every 2 weeks. I used to be working more hours, a lot of hours, and the raises wasn't there. I got like a 50-cent raise. I was making $8.55. That was minimum wage basically. I wasn't making anything. So I told my manager, you know, one day I was like, I already told him, I was like, I'm trying to look for another job. This not going nowhere. So I was still working there at the money that, you know, was giving me so I can make it, you know. And I had an iPhone 8. So my phone bill was $120. So if you think about it, I still was giving my mom some money for help and, you know, for the rent and stuff, and my money for the bill. So if you count that, I'm only having like about $80 to myself. So I didn't manage it well, and I wasn't saving. So that money, $120, every phone bill didn't help my mom with bills. I couldn't do anything. So keep in mind, I still was doing YouTube, but I wasn't doing it as I'm doing now. So the money, I wasn't happy. I wasn't, you know, it wasn't my priority at the time. So I was still, you know, looking for a new job day by day, filling out applications and stuff. So one day, you know, we go to school. This is my senior year. So one day we go to school, right? So y'all know you're supposed to call off every, I want to say a couple hours or 4 hours before your shift start, right? So I text my manager, he's at school. I said, I'm calling out for work. I'm not going to be there today, right? He asked me why. He was like, why? I said, because I'm looking for a new job. And then he told me that's not a valid excuse. Okay. I'm there every day busting my ass off. And these managers in here, they just calling off and they not showing up and they don't get consequences. And for that call that I said I wasn't going to be there, I lose my job because of that. So that really put me in a dark spot, because Fanta was the one that told me the situation, and he couldn't tell me straightforward, because I was going to make a scene probably. Like, I don't care. I don't do none of that fake shit. So she told me. And, you know, yeah, my manager sent his manager, which is the supervisor, Christy, the messages of me and him. And that's when Fanta told me. I was just like, wow. I was just like, he couldn't tell me straightforward instead of going behind my back on some snake shit. So that was the fourth barrier that I just said, forget everything. That let me know, like, somebody that we used to be close, like that used to be my boy. Like every day we used to be around each other. That's how close we used to was. So for somebody that's that close for me to snake me on some shit like that forever changed me. That's who I am. That's where 2 times comes in for, because that same day I stopped fucking with everybody. Y'all them vlogs I used to post, so I isolated myself. I removed myself from the group. Everybody used to ask where I used to go, where was I, why am I starting like this? I'm not messing with none of that. The weird energy, because somebody that's close to you, that so-called call your brother or whatever, for them to snake you behind your back, bro, that's fake love. And that forever put something in my heart that's still into that day that I would never let go. Because I don't trust people already as it is because of that. That just put me in a whole different perspective, and that made me a person who I am today. Because like I told y'all, I don't let nobody in my circle. So the fact that happened, this is where 2 times come in. That's when I thought about it. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it, because you would expect someone close to you to not do that. But that's the exact thing. The people that you are not close with, they're more closer to you than the people that's close to you, because they snake you. If you think about it, that phase that happened to me, that's where my mentality, my common sense, my intelligent, ignorant, all that type stuff just collided together. And that's where I come in. This new version of me is the best version of me that ever came out. Because now I don't care what nobody thinks. I don't care what nobody has to say. I don't care what nobody thinks about me. I don't care, because I know the person I am today. Them comments that get to me, that used to get to me, I don't give a fuck about that. Because, like, the end of the day, why are you worried about another dude? And it goes for females too. Why are you worried about me? This goes for any female that I used to talk to, any female that I used to date. Just females, period. It's both sides of the coin. I just didn't care. I didn't care. Like, criticism to me, that is jokes, because at the end of the day, somebody that's worried about me, 9 times out of 10, I'm financially stable and I'm living a better lifestyle than you. When you're worried about me and you have priorities and responsibilities and you take the busy time out of your day to comment some shit about me, that lets me know that you worried about what's going on over here. I wanted to do this YouTube stuff for a while. XRPMX13 is the main reason why I was influenced by this. I did this YouTube stuff. I'm doing this on my own. I don't need no collaborations for clout. I don't need none of that to run my channel. I'm an independent person. I'm doing this on myself. This is for me. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my channel. I didn't know because I just was putting my whole ideal thing was to be a gamer because I'm good at it. So if I have talent, I feel like I can, share it to the world. And the side of me, like, I'm just a pure soul. And for me, I'm a funny person. I'm laid back and I'm good at games. So I had an initiative to, spread this. And the reason why I got so many videos on this channel is because my channel is so inconsistent. I will post, then go post a month from here, then 2 months, then 4 months, then 5 months, just making excuses. You can't expect things to progress if you are not consistent with it. So I had a thing of like, I can't keep doing this. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And when I came back with the music, far as the background songs and all that, that's where I wanted to pick up my channel, and I wanted to do it and put good content out there. I didn't want to fake it. I didn't want to put 2 to 3 minute vlogs up. No, that's not my persona, so I'm not going to do that. So me as a person, I've been through a lot of shit for me, and I'm glad it happened to me because I wouldn't be the person I am today, and I wouldn't be this person just with armor that the criticism doesn't get to me, because I'm better than that, and I know the type of person I am. And God has put me through this blessing so much that you gotta be humble. I'm on the next level. I'm about to get a desktop like within a week. I'm about to start getting my shit. I'm about to start getting my Elgato, my microphone, I'm about to start picking this up. I'm about to start taking this YouTube to a whole nother level. I just gotta be humble, and I gotta, just wait your turn. You can't rush things. You can't expect things to work overnight. It's a process. So that's why I've been down and humble. At the end of the day, I don't care about social media. I don't care what nobody thinks about me. I don't care about no relationships. I don't care about none of that. Because at the end of the day, it's only one person that's going to be in that casket. And it's not going to be the other person. It's going to be you. So the only priority that I'm focused on is this YouTube and my family. I don't care about nothing else. I'm the person, I'm the creator behind this, and this channel I wouldn't say I'm popping, but I'm satisfied with the views that I'm getting. I used to care about views. I used to care about subscribers. If you listen to the old me, I would care so much about unnecessary, irrelevant stuff. So that lets you know that you really wasn't down to begin with to care about it. I'm just that type of person now that whatever I put out is for me, and I don't care. Like, I'm just created this mentality that it's unstoppable for somebody to knock me off. Like, I don't care. I just don't. I really don't care. It takes a lot for somebody to do this, Not a lot of people has the power to be alone, because people are so dependent on others to create and make an aura of their happiness that they're not really happy. whenever, I'm not gonna lie, whenever I would talk to a girl or date someone, I would think that wouldn't want, to break up. I would want to be with them forever. And that was just because of the dependency. I'm independent now. The only person I need is my mom. That's really it. And the man above. Like, friends come and go, relationships come and go, but the one thing that never goes away is the man above and your family. Well, two things. I'm just so, I'm so focused in my prime right now that anything that's negative that's coming to my side, I just let it go through. People, like I told you, I've been talked about. I've been semi-bullied. I went through depression. I went through suicidal. And I overcame it. I can genuinely say that I'm happy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. My last relationship was the worst, far as the worst pain I ever felt. Like I said, the last relationship was that really has helped me in a person. It's helped me as a person because it helped me in a good way. Even though it was a lot of chaos and stuff that happened in that relationship, it took me a while to, interpret it. I bounced back from it, and it put me in a better spot. It put me in a better spot because it's certain things that you have to go through for a person like me to change. So, now for how I feel about relationships, the only relationship that I want to keep is with God. That's it. I don't care about relationships as far as with nobody else. If God wanted me to be in a relationship, He will put me in one. It's not the time for it yet. This is where I want to be, is, build a mutual relationship with y'all, the Cypher Gang. I changed my name so many times that I don't even know why, but I thought about this name. And Cypher Gang, it has a meaning to me. NGE, what that really means is not good enough. That's why I dedicated that song, Not Good Enough. Because it doesn't matter what you do, it's never going to be good enough for people. That's what that stands behind me. Not good enough. And that's a moral message to the speakers to society. It doesn't matter if you are a pop star, a celebrity, a porn, anything you do, it's not going to be good enough. But what I'm doing is good enough for me. So I don't care what nobody think. My focus is to entertain and get these videos out for y'all because this is what I want. This is my dream. My dream is to be a YouTuber. I love creating content. I love creating content for y'all. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I love it. You goes back to, you have to be truthful to yourself. You have to be, because if you're the only person on this earth that's in charge of your decisions, you can't blame it, or you can't depend on nobody. Oh, he wasn't there. Isaiah Coleon Moore. That is my full name. I am a prophet. I just don't care about nobody's opinion anymore. I can't stress it enough. It's like, it's just, I've been through so many relationships. It's crazy. I've been through so many, timeline events. I've been snaked. And I'm glad that happened to me, because I wouldn't be the person that I am today. Like, I just don't care. I don't care about not having friends. I'm glad I'm alone. I'm glad I'm lonely. It's peace. I'm at peace. Because it's just like, I just don't care. I don't. Like, this how you know when you at peace. If I'm on Instagram, hey yo, if I'm on Instagram posting ish like this, hold on, let me turn my thing down so y'all can see it. If I'm posting Instagram ish like this, bro, that's how you know I'm at peace, bro. I don't even be on Instagram no more. I just decided to post that because, like, I've been MIA. So, I just had an initiative. I'm just like, if you really want to do this YouTube stuff serious, man, if you really want to, better yourself, man, cut anything off that's holding you down. The group that I used to be around, man, I just had to remove myself away from. I ain't got no beef with nobody. I don't have nothing against anybody. I did this on my own. This is where I'm going to be and focus on anything, man. I don't have time for nobody coming in and asking for stuff. Like, no, I just ain't got time for it. I don't have time for it. So I don't care about being called a lame and being called gay. I've been through the worst. I fought my demons. That's the worst. That is the worst thing you could ever go through. Find your own demons is not a joke. That's why I put that in my song, NGE, not good enough. Find your demons alone. That shit ain't no joke. That's the worst type of phase you can ever been through. Once you overcome that, there's nothing else that can stop you. There's nothing else that can stop you. This is who I am. I have nothing to hide. If nobody's in my life, that's because they chose to go on the other side. I just bettered myself. I'm still that same person that was a squeaker, that was called gay, and I'm still that same person. I just grew up into a man that's more mature and learned to not give a fuck what nobody says. That's the type of person I am. I don't care. Like, I just don't. I'm so in my domain right now. I just don't care. This is the best era, or this is the best time, age, the best I felt in a long time. And I never want to get rid of this feeling. I have down days. I have flop days. I have days that I don't want to upload. I have days that I just question myself, am I going to make it up? I get discouraged sometimes. It's life. Everybody's human. You're going to go through feelings. You're going to go through phases. You're going to go through decisions and all that. You're going to go that. Your life. It's life. At the end of the day, you're a human. I'm a human. I'm going to fuck up. I'm going to have fuck ups in my life. And that's what people, expect you to not. People are so judgmental about stuff that be like, oh, you fucked up. Oh, I'm never gonna look at you the same. Just because somebody makes a mistake doesn't mean they're forever that failure. People have to fail in order to be better. I made mistakes in my life, far as family decision. I made mistakes in relationships. But for people that to forever scar you about things like that, you're a pathetic soul. If you go around judging people based on their mistakes or what they make, you're a fuck up and you're personally a pathetic soul. You deserve to you don't deserve to what you have, because people work their ass off. I'm not going to say I'm the hardest working person, but I bust my ass off for sure to be where I am today. So if you judge someone, you're a pathetic soul. I'm not racist. I'm not homophobic. I will allow anybody in my channel, man. I get along with everybody. If you decided to not be in my life, that doesn't affect me. So just watch on what you say to people, man, because it really affects them. But like I said, we 350 deep, 349 deep, 348 deep. I mean, hey, this is the most subscribers I had, so we knocking on 400 doors. We 2021, I'm gonna be uploading this much, and I'm gonna knock it down. But just this is who I am. Zay 2 times. Everybody calls me Zay. My mom gave me that name. Zay 2 times. I added the 2 times. I'm known for 2 times. This is who I am. But yeah, we got more videos dropping, man. If you haven't listened to NGE, go listen to it. It really kind of like opens up. I put lyrics in there that's meaning to me. It opens up to who my person or my persona really am. But If you made it this far to the end of the video, I appreciate y'all that's been listening. This is probably like the longest video I had up far as talking. But I love y'all, man. This been your boy 2 times. We got more videos coming. I appreciate y'all that's been coming to my channel supporting me. With an independent icon squad. Make sure y'all be safe. Wear y'all masks. Look after each other. And yeah, that's been your boy 2 times, and we out. Peace.